The insanity that is QAnon has struck again. Now, police officers in Colorado say that they have broken up an alleged plot by Trump supporting conspiracy theorists deep into the QAnon conspiracy to kidnap a child who they falsely believed was being abused by satanic pedophiles. So now let me give you the story here. Colorado-based NBC affiliate 9 News has reported that 50-year-old Cynthia Abcug, a resident of Parker, Colorado, was arrested late last month in Montana and charged with conspiracy to commit second-degree kidnapping. So, I mean, look, the insanity is off the charts here. Now, a warrant was issued for her arrest last year after her own daughter warned a caseworker that her mother was both heavily armed and planning to kidnap her sibling who had been taken into protective custody. Now, the daughter had warned that the mother had, quote, gotten into some conspiracy theories and was spiraling down. Now, that's generally what happens when you get into certain conspiracy theories. Now, that certain one was, of course, the one in question was QAnon. So now that's the insane conspiracy theory where President Trump is supposedly engaged in a covert war against Satanist pedophiles that control the Democratic Party, or is what they call the Democrat Party. Okay, complete and utter insanity. Now, Trump himself, by the way, you want to talk about like, hanging out with pedophiles, right? The Democrats. Well, it appears that Donald Trump has spent a lot of time with Jeffrey Epstein. I mean, look, he just spent time with them. We don't have proof that they did anything, but at the same time, kind of weird. And hey, to be fair, Bill Clinton hung out with him a lot too. So let's be fair. Now, am I saying that there are people in power that or that there are not people in power that take advantage of children? Yeah, of course there are. There are people in power that take advantage of vulnerable people all the time. Absolutely. But to say that there is an organized, widespread movement of satanic pedophiles that can explicitly control the Democratic Party, and by the way, they're backed by the devil, come on. Ridiculous. It's out there. It's mental. Yet there are people who are basically brainwashed to believe in this insanity. And unsurprisingly, they tend to be older right wingers. Now, look, we've seen studies before where these people tend to consume and spread the most fake news. And so, is it any surprise? Again, this QAnon stuff, conspiracy theories, fake news, and that's among a lot of the stuff that these older right wingers tend to spread around. And look, the result of this, of course, is that you have people who believe in crazy things that start to act out. And we've seen this before. Abcug was was planning to raid the house where that child had been taken into protective custody with the help of another unidentified QAnon co-conspirator. According to the arrest affidavit, Abcug claimed that her child was being held by evil Satan worshippers and pedophiles, thus forcing her to take up arms and conduct a rescue operation. And now, where have we heard that before? Oh, right, Comet Pizza. Though that's the same pizza place where another heavily armed person, a member of the QAnon movement, believed that children were in danger and that stormed into this place, into the Comet Pizza, ended up shooting. Thankfully, no one was harmed during that, but the staff was endangered. And for what? This guy believed that there's a basement full of child slaves. Well, there wasn't. That didn't exist. And neither did the basement. There was no basement at Comet Pizza. And somebody could have been killed. This QAnon stuff can be incredibly dangerous. There's no Q. There's no Donald Trump that's helping to expose a giant pedophile ring. No, Donald Trump was the guy who used to walk into the Miss Universe dressing room where minors were getting changed. And he used to brag about it. And then, it's nothing I've never seen before. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. He used to brag about it. You think that guy is heading up a movement to take down child predators? Oh, hell no. Again, here you have people that are older, more conservative, more conspiracy minded, that are continuing to prove how dangerous they are on this, based on this fake news, right? Now, I don't know if mental illness plays into this, because I'm pretty sure some of you might be thinking, well, this person's obviously got something wrong with it. I don't know. I don't know. Um, but I do know the vast majority of people with mental illness do not act in this way, are not dangerous like this. And the reason that I bring this up is, again, I see a lot of commentary about, oh, this person must be crazy, right? There must be something mentally wrong with them. Look, even I said this person was mental earlier, right? But in reality, I think that this is massive, willful ignorance. They are so ready to believe in these conspiracy theories to justify, I guess, their support of Donald Trump or whatever, their distrust of the government, or their and to rationalize their hatred for other Americans that happen to be have different political beliefs than they do, right? So it's just really easy to be willfully ignorant on these issues and to think, well, no, what are you guys talking about? We're the good guys. We're trying to protect children. What do you guys do? You can murder babies. And so it could be that rationalization as well. But for whatever reason, they tend to gravitate to this stuff. And look, maybe because she was a terrible parent. I don't know. There's a reason that she got her kid taken away. And I don't know what it is. But look, really, the only concern should be the safety and well-being of those children. And it seems like in this case, being away from the mother, well, might be best for them in this case. Hey guys, hopefully you enjoyed that free video. Now I'm going to have to ask you a favor. Between the demonetization and the YouTube algorithm messing around with view counts, etc., we're having a hard time adjusting to the new YouTube reality, which is where you guys come in. See, we have a Patreon, patreon.com/TYTNation, set up to help us rely on you guys, the viewers, instead of big corporate ads. Look, you know the show. You know how I'm not in favor of big corporations anyway. So help us transition away from relying on the ad model to pay the bills and sign up to be a patron, patreon.com/TYTNation. That goes a long way to help us keep the lights on. And you guys will know that you're supporting independent, progressive media.